should atheists attempt to create their own narrative, their own mythology and rituals to compete with religion? And that's to any of you.
And just based on that, because I was researching, and I think in Japan, who are pretty much atheists, but they still participate in some kind of rituals, and they don't see any sort of contradiction between going to a temple and doing something and being an atheist. So based upon that, is there anything wrong with rituals?
Who wants to go first?
Sorry, I'll butt in. I'll do my normal voice here. And it's something that Jonathan Haidt says is if you want to establish a successful group or community, then you have to establish ritual. I don't think there's a problem inherently with ritual whatsoever. The issue is when it becomes dogmatic, when you're treating it like a failed science. Steve and I were talking about this earlier. And when you are prioritizing that ritual being done over something more practical or more useful with your time, then it becomes a problem. Inherently, it's not an issue, and I think that actually adding some ritual in is good, as long as everyone is educated enough to understand why it's there, what purpose it's serving, and to overthrow it, throw it out when it becomes a problem.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
Actually, because Stephen and Drew have been, I've been spending time with them this week, and we visited Oxford. I was showing them around, and I remember just commenting and noting on the number of traditions that are left over, saying Latin grace before Mass and stuff, and you realize that when you become a student, there are some Latin words said, and then that somehow magically makes you a student. No one knows what the words mean, no one particularly cares, no one bothers to look them up, and yet if someone tried to take that away, I think there'd be a whole lot of disappointment. Because it's not a harmful ritual, and it can be a fun thing to do, but if you ask anybody in the room, they'll all say this is a bit ridiculous, but we enjoy doing it. If you begin to take these things too seriously, that's when they become a problem. That's why if someone says, let's take this away, and someone says, no, you can't because of some metaphysical reason, or because that's an insult to the history of the institution, that just highlights the meaninglessness of the tradition. Whereas if you say, don't take it away, I enjoy doing it, and you can't give me a very good reason to take it away, then I think that's fine. As long as it's enjoyable, and as Drew says, as long as it's not impeaching on your ability to do anything else more valuable with your time, I can't see any problem with it. But I also don't think we should use the language of competing with religion. Let's not do these things and say, we're doing this to match what you're doing. We say, we don't care what you're doing. We're doing what we want to do because we enjoy it, not because anybody's telling us to.
Yeah.
Hear, hear.
Well,